Elon Musk offers to buy Twitter for original deal price. Latest news updates. The Wall Street Journal. The Tesla chief executive has offered to close his $44 billion deal to buy Twitter on the terms he originally agreed to, according to a person familiar with the matter. Null. Miguel's wife Nazanin Mandy files for divorce months after announcing reconciliation. People. Nazanin Mandy and Miguel initially separated in September 2021 before revealing they were back together this February. Miguel's wife Nazanin Mandy has filed for divorce. In court documents obtained by People on Tuesday, Mandy, 36, filed for divorce from Miguel, also 36, in the Superior Court of California in Los Angeles, plus 2962 Chars. Elon Musk offers to buy Twitter for original deal price. Latest news updates. The Wall Street Journal. The Tesla chief executive has offered to close his $44 billion deal to buy Twitter on the terms he originally agreed to, according to a person familiar with the matter. Null. Dementia signs. 2 changes in a person's walk that can precede diagnosis by 6 years. Express. Changes in balance and gait could be indicative of either late-stage Alzheimer's or early-stage vascular dementia. The cerebellum, located near the base of the skull, is the part of the brain that controls body movements. Diseases which affect this part of the brain, such as dementia, are more likely to affect B. Plus 416 Chars. SpaceX delays Starlink launch so it can fly Crew 5 astronauts. Space.com. SpaceX's Starlink mission and Crew 5 astronaut launch will both launch on October 5 now. SpaceX has delayed the liftoff of its next Starlink satellite fleet in order to launch 4 astronauts to the International Space Station for NASA on Wednesday, October 5. In what appears to be a rock. Plus 3423 Chars. Nick Boss's PFF grades in Week 4 versus Rams worthy of DPOY contention. NBC Sports. Nick Boss's PFF grades from Week 4 might be even better than expected. Nick Boss's PFF grades from the 49ers' 24-9 win over the Los Angeles Rams in Week 4 might be even better than expected. The star pass rusher topped the charts along with San Francisco wideout Debo S. Plus 3318 Chars. CD Projekt Red announces 3 new Witcher games. New Cyberpunk 2077 game. And new IP, Hadar, Gematsu. CD Projekt Red has announced 5 new projects. A new Witcher game codenamed Sirius, by the Molasses Flood. New Witcher Trilogy by CD Projekt Red. New Witcher game codenamed Canis Majoris. CD Projekt Red has announced 5 new projects. A new Witcher game codenamed Sirius, by the Molasses Flood. New Witcher Trilogy by CD Projekt Red. New Witcher game codenamed Canis Majoris, by a THI. Plus 6525 Chars. Stock futures fall following a sharp 2-day rally on Wall Street, CNBC. Some traders wonder whether a pullback in Treasury yields could mean markets have finally priced in a bottom. U.S. stock futures fell on Wednesday morning after the S&P 500 posted its best 2-day gain in roughly 2 years. Dow Jones Industrial Average Futures declined by 150 points, or 0.49%. S&P 5 plus 1274 chars. The Brawling Brutes hand out some advice. WWE NXT. October 4, 2022. WWE. Josh Briggs and Brooks Jensen and Edris Enofé and Malik Blade wish the Brawling Brutes good luck before receiving some advice from the SmackDown superstars. Catch. Null. Ukraine takes back dozens of towns in annexed regions. Putin is out of moves, ex-CIA chief says, CNBC. Ukraine's counteroffensives in the south and east continue to make headway, with President Zelensky announcing dozens of liberated settlements. Devastated by Russia's invasion 8 months ago, the Ukrainian economy will plunge 35% this year. The World Bank forecast. The war has destroyed factories and farmland and displaced millions of UCA. Plus 1059 chars. My granddaughter was born with a cleft lip and palate. Insider. The pediatrician told her that the baby was at risk of dying. The grandmother took over the baby's care and she is now thriving. This is told to essay is based on a conversation with Kim Maddox. It has been edited for length and clarity. When my granddaughter Ariel was born, she came home to my house. My son and Ariel's moat. Plus 2992 chars. NASA's DART asteroid impact test left a trail over 6,000 miles long. Engadget. Astronomers have captured an image showing that the trail from NASA's asteroid impact test is over 6,000 miles long. NASA's successful asteroid impact test created a beautiful mess. Apparently, as the Associated Press reports, astronomers using the Southern Astrophysical Research (SAR) telescope in Chile have Captain plus 1218 chars. Victor Wembanyama, 37 PTS, versus Scoot Henderson, 28 PTS and 9 AST. Epic duel. NBA. Victor Wembanyama, 37 PTS, versus Scoot Henderson, 28 PTS and 9 AST. Epic duel. Never miss a moment with the latest news, trending stories and highlights to bring why. Null. Chris Pratt hypes the Super Mario Bros. Movie. Again. Says it's very special, Nintendo Life. He's even promoting the upcoming Nintendo Direct. Image. Nintendo. Illumination. Chris Pratt has been talking up the Super Mario Bros. Movie for some time now. And following the first look poster reveal yesterday, he's taken to social media once ag. Plus 1362 chars. The White House is in a panic to stop the OPEC production cut. Oilprice.com. Oil prices continued to rise on Tuesday afternoon as the API reported a surprise draw in crude stocks as well as draws in oil product inventories. Russian President Vladimir Putin's push. Germany's manufacturing industries are crumbling. By Julianne Geiger. October 4, 2022. 3:46 p.m. CDT. The American Petroleum Institute API reported a surprise draw. Plus 2562 chars. Hellraiser 2022 review. IGN. Null. Your browser isn't supported anymore. Update it to get the best YouTube experience and our latest features. Learn more. Remind me later. What videos reveal about Iran's crackdown on protests? The Washington Post. A visual forensics analysis shows authorities using indiscriminate force, making violent arrests, and throttling internet service to crush demonstrations. Iran's bold and bracing protests, stretching across an unsettled nation for more than 2 weeks, have been marked by defiant acts and daring slogans that challenge the country's clerical leadership. And +9846 chars. Parallels to HIV. Another fatal monkey virus could be poised for spillover to humans. SciTech Daily. Evoking parallels to HIV. Authors are calling on global health community to be vigilant. According to new research, an obscure family of viruses, already endemic in wild African primates and known to cause fatal Ebola-like symptoms in some monkeys, is poised by University of Colorado at Boulder, October 4, 2022. An obscure family of viruses, already endemic in wild African primates and known to cause fatal Ebola-like symptoms in some monkeys, is poised for +6056 chars. Laughing gas found in space could mean life. Phys.org. Scientists at UC Riverside are suggesting something is missing from the typical roster of chemicals that astrobiologists use to search for life on planets around other stars. Laughing gas. Scientists at UC Riverside are suggesting something is missing from the typical roster of chemicals that astrobiologists use to search for life on planets around other stars. Laughing gas. Chemical Co. +4264 chars. Aaron Judge breaks single-season American League home run record with no. 62 CNN. New York Yankees slugger Aaron Judge broke Roger Maris' single-season American League home run record, hitting his 62nd blast of the year in a game Tuesday against the Texas Rangers. New York Yankees slugger Aaron Judge broke Roger Maris' single-season American League home run record, hitting his 62nd blast of the year in a game Tuesday against the Texas Rangers. Judge connected. +3372 chars. It's official. Bayonetta's OG voice actor won't be returning for the third outing. Nintendo Life. The voice of Fem Shep and Samus Aran steps up. Image. Platinum Games. Nintendo. Platinum Games has confirmed Helena Taylor, the voice of Bayonetta in the first 2 games, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate and the animated movie Bayonetta. Bloody Fate. +1625 chars. Bank of England bought no bonds today, after buying only £22 million on Monday, instead of £5 billion per day. Wolf Street. Carefully communicating this isn't a pivot to QE, but a temporary backstop to calm a panic. And it calmed the panic with minimal purchases. Carefully communicating this isn't a pivot to QE, but a temporary backstop to calm a panic. And it calmed the panic with minimal purchases. This was the infamous pivot back to QE. The Bank of England. +3793 chars. Chaos ensues on The Grayson Waller Effect, with Cora Jade and Roxanne Perez. WWE NXT. October 4, 2022. WWE Cora Jade and Roxanne Perez set the stakes for their NXT Halloween Havoc showdown before chaos breaks out during an all-new edition of The Grayson Waller F. Null. South Korea. U.S. fire missiles into the sea to protest, reckless, North Korea test, Reuters.com. South Korea and the U.S. military conducted rare missile drills and an American supercarrier repositioned east of North Korea after Pyongyang flew a missile over Japan. One of the Allies' sharpest responses since 2017 to a North Korean weapon test. Seoul, October 5. Reuters. South Korea and the U.S. military conducted rare missile drills and an American supercarrier repositioned east of North Korea after Pyongyang flew a missile over Japan. 10+4872 Chars. Rising cases of variants BQ.1 and XBB could make COVID drugs all but useless. Study finds. Salon. COVID variants are evolving ways around vaccines and treatments, fueling deadly conditions for a winter surge. Null. Stunning James Webb Space Telescope and Chandra 10th Ray Observatory images reveal cosmic secrets. Daily Mail. NASA used X-ray data from its Chandra X-ray Observatory and infrared data from the James Webb Space Telescope to create gorgeous new composite images that it released today. NASA combined X-ray data from its Chandra X-ray Observatory with infrared data from the James Webb Space Telescope to create gorgeous new composite images that it released today, showcasing the Kappa +6415 Chars. Pelicans at Bulls. NBA preseason full game highlights, October 4. 2022 NBA. Never miss a moment with the latest news, trending stories and highlights to bring you closer to your favorite players and teams. Download now. https://app.ly. Null. Here's the Pixel Watch active band in coral and a third-party bezel case. Gallery. 9 to 5 Google. The Pixel Watch has thoroughly leaked ahead of Thursday, but here's a look at the coral active band, as well as a bezel case. The Pixel Watch has thoroughly leaked ahead of Thursday, but here's a look at the coral active band, directly from Google, as well as a bezel case of sorts for the wearable. The first rumor of a Cora +1721 Chars